cortical region of your brain up to 4 hours to actually shake itself out of it. So you have put yourself in a state by hitting the snooze alarm that impacts speed of processing, ability to focus, all of it. And it lasts about 4 hours. It's not that you didn't get enough sleep. You'd be much better off if you could only sleep 5 hours, not hitting the snooze button, but jumping in a cold shower. You'll literally will be alert, you won't have interrupted the sleep cycle, and you are now in a position neurologically to get up and to do what you need to do. Really, really compelling stuff, and it's life-changing when you adopt this. So instead of hitting the snooze, you're always just gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is painful. I have used this stupid rule for 9 years to get out of bed. I still have to use it because I hate getting out of bed. Now that I'm almost 50, at 2:13 when I have to pee, I now use it to force myself to get out of bed in the middle of the night, you know, because normally you lay there and like, okay, go back to sleep, you don't have to pee, you don't have to pee. That doesn't work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The third rule, so then I get my stuff and I go into the kitchen and I've got my little journal and I do what I call 30 before 7:30. Now, what do you not see in this photo? Exactly. Exactly. Because there's nothing on my phone that relates to my goals. Nothing. In fact, I would argue that what's on my phone creates anxiety. It disrupts my priorities. It really screws with everything. So I sit down, and why is it called 30 before 7:30? Because when I first started finding 30 minutes right after I woke up, for me, the last one of our kids left at 7 o'clock in the morning. So 9 times out of 10, right when they got on the bus was when I could find those 30 minutes. And so, look, some mornings you won't have 30 minutes. Some mornings you got 5 minutes. Do you have to do it in the kitchen? No, you can do it in the seat of your car. You can go to a cafe. The most important thing, do not look at your phone yet. So I have developed this habit that has fundamentally changed my business. So before I look at the phone, before I get other people's to-do lists, before I get distracted by the rest of the world, I get out of bed, I don't look at my phone, I sit down and I find about 30 minutes. And then there's a particular way in which I plan. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. This is a game changer, because for those of you that cannot find time, this gives you the time you can't find. And this is the other reason why it's a game changer. So because you got up and you didn't hit the snooze button, you're not struggling with sleep inertia, so you're alert. The second thing is that Dan Ariely, the professor and best-selling author, has figured out that the best 2 hours of the day for your brain are the first 2 hours. So the first 2 hours of the day, best 2 hours for your brain. So if you can dedicate some of that time to the stuff that matters to you, you win. So then I fill out this form, and you'll see I've got my little gauge, depleted, meh. But I want to show you a particular aspect of this. I want to show you this. So rule number 4, when you sit down to do your 30 before 7:30, or whenever you end up doing, it might be 5 minutes before 6 a.m., whatever. I want you to focus on one small move. We've talked about this so much today. One small move. That's it. And I want you to plan it in a particular way, okay? First, you're going to identify the project you're working on. Today, my project for me, it could be that you're going to go to therapy. It could be that you're going to exercise today. It could be that you're going to, write out a module for your improv sales business. It could be that you're going to, just what is your project? What is the project that matters most to you? It could be anything today. One thing for you. Second thing you're going to do, you're actually going to write down, why does it matter to you? Remind yourself, in this particular example, publishing my first novel inspired by my grandmother's remarkable life that I've been wanting to write for years. Why does this matter? I'll feel so proud of myself for actually doing it. You don't have to have 3, just write 1. I hate my job, and I've always dreamt of being a writer. Working on it will help me stop thinking and get started. When you identify why something matters to you, you elevate it as a priority in your mind. You actually activate this part of your brain where when you set a to-do list and you prioritize it, your mind is designed to hold it as an open task. And then it reminds you of it. What's it called, Mandy? The The Zeigarnik effect is what you're leveraging here. We're also leveraging in this, the third thing, one small action I can move forward. Today, my project that I'm working on is, this project matters to me because one small action I can take to move forward is. I cannot stress enough, next to not sleeping with the phone, this little planning strategy, which is backed by research, will change everything, because the Zeigarnik effect is something that you are leveraging in terms of your brain anchoring on this, and you're leveraging research from the Harvard Business School on what's called the progress principle. When they crunch the data on what makes somebody feel like they've had a good day, what makes somebody feel like work is going well, what makes somebody feel proud of themselves, it's all the same, all the same.